Okay, hello everyone. We've got a great person here today, Dr. Nchor. Dennis, nice to meet you. I really would like to ask you to introduce yourself at the beginning.
Yes, I'm Dennis Nchor, and I first came to Czech Republic in 2008 to pursue my master's. I came from the University of Ghana, and I pursued 2 years of master's degree, and it was in English, and successfully graduated in 2010. I was very pleased with the program, but after the studies, I returned to Ghana to work for 3 years before I came back in 2013 to pursue further studies at the PhD level. So I completed a PhD degree in 2016 and I got employed as an assistant professor in the Faculty of Business and Economics, MENDELU University. I must say, if MENDELU was not that good, I would not have retained for the second time. One of the best universities in the world, and the QS ranking is very good.
So your heart calls you here again.
Yes, I love Bruno, the city, and I love MENDELU University.
Can you tell us about your own experience with international mobility during your academic and professional journey? If you have any out of MENDELU, but you already have because
Yeah,
you
that's right.
finished your bachelor in Ghana, right?
Yes. I finished the bachelor in Ghana, master's here, and I have deep experience with mobilities. First, as a PhD student, in 2015, I participated in the Erasmus Mobility and I went to Hedmark College in Norway. It was an immense experience for me because that was kind of my first experience traveling abroad and actually teaching in a foreign university and cooperating in research projects with colleagues from other universities. I think that was very good for my career and personal development. The other mobilities I participated in were as an academic staff. I first went on mobility to Kazan Federal University, also a teaching mobility, which increased my teaching and research experience. Then I also participated in a mobility in Warsaw University of Economics in Poland. After the Warsaw University, I had one. I wanted to participate in one more mobility with students. We have a mobility as an academic staff, but with students. So I had some of my students from the classroom who were interested in knowing a lot about Africa. I went to Ghana with 8 students of the Faculty of Business and Economics. We stayed in Ghana for some days. We carried out research projects on cocoa. And I think it was an interesting experience for the students. Culturally, they learned a lot. It's actually something that they have not encountered before. So to experience people of unique culture, habits, I think that was immense.
This is really great.
The presence of the teacher with them makes them feel safer. It's like a guide.
Tell me, what do you think are the key benefits of academic mobility for both students and faculty members?
Academic mobilities, as I participated in about 3 of them myself, I believe, or 4, they are very important in your personal and your career development. The first thing you are going to learn is diversity. You will appreciate diversity because you will understand the cultures of people. And I believe it helps a lot in developing students into better leaders in future. To understand leadership, you need to understand the mindset of people, and understanding the mindset of people depends on your understanding of their cultural background. Yes, so I think that is very good for the students. The other thing is the research experience. Some of the mobilities are specifically based on research, and you are going to work together with colleagues, either colleague students or colleague teachers from other universities. And what happens is that it broadens your scope. Yeah, I have spoken with some professors about research topics and who tell me that I don't know what to write about. But if you participate in mobilities, that is one problem that will be solved. You will know what to write about because there are issues in other areas that require research. And when you travel, you collaborate, you have a lot to do. The other thing is language competence for students and for academic staff as well. If I want to learn another language apart from English, I participate in a mobility that takes me to that country.
Yeah, right.
So once I live in that community, it helps me to build my competence in that language. And the other one I think is public speaking. Mobility develops your confidence to speak in public. We are a university and our goal is to create leaders for the future. And this is part of the development. You travel for a mobility, you are in a new environment. You are speaking with different people. You are building your confidence without knowing. That is important.
And you go out of your comfort zone, of course.
You go out of your comfort zone. That is true.
It's adventure, right?
Yeah, adventure. The other one I think is work experience. We have the mobility, which takes the students to companies around the EU, outside of their comfort zone. They work there for like 2 months and they return. That is significant in their life because you learn to work in a foreign environment. You learn to appreciate diversity, people of different backgrounds. You come back as a unique person. Yeah, so I think these are like things that if our students participate in mobilities or our academic staff, they will develop themselves career-wise as otherwise.
And they can make their own professional network as well.
Professional network.
You also
That
make
is true.
friends, and you can contact them in few years in your future profession. It's very good to
that
have
is true.
kind of these friends as well.
You
It helps a
create
lot.
a very good social and
Contacts,
professional network. That is very true. Agreed.
What do you see the role of international cooperation in today's higher education landscape?
Internationalization and higher education. I think these are concepts that move together. One, the internationalization, as Mendel, we have a strategy. And what is the strategy? We have a list of goals, but I will just talk about a few of them. One is to develop the global competence of the students and the academic staff. If you don't travel, you maintain skills you think are the best. But if you travel, you add to your skills. That is the global competence we are talking about. Then, what the international mobilities do for us is they create a multicultural environment for the university. It is, we want a university with diverse, backgrounds of students. So, and that is something that the mobilities kind of help us with. And lastly, I will talk about practical on the field or in-field experience. When you go for mobilities, international mobilities, MENDELU and our partner universities, you learn something practical. There are new technologies coming up everywhere, new methods coming up everywhere. You might not know until you travel. And these are things you discover. So we share. It is like the sharing of knowledge. So there is kind of global convergence of knowledge through mobilities. And I think we should continue and even broaden the scope.
Not to be in our bubble, because not everything can be at the same place.
That is right.
Yeah, you
that
need
is
to
right.
open
Perfect.
your mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
You're
Well
welcome.
done. So thank you, Denise, for your time.
You're
It was
welcome.
a pleasure for me to be here with you and to feel the vibe you have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.